Hey guys, guess what came in the mail today? Volume pots. So, as promised, I will show you the replacement surgery, the transplantation procedure. So, let's get started. Here we go. One, loosen the strings so we can remove the pickguard without removing the strings. Now, a good thing to do is to place all of your screws into a container so they don't get lost. So I just realized something, that in order for us to remove this pickguard, we need to completely remove the strings. So let's do that. Okay, so all the screws have been removed. Here's a trick of mine. Take some tape, something that won't damage the varnish, and tape your strings. Masking tape works very well. Okay, so let's take a look inside. Here's our wonderful scratch plate on the inside. So what we need to do is we need to remove this knob and the pot. So let's start with the knob. There's a Allen key. Alright, so the knob is off. Let's take off this thing. I don't have any proper wrench, so monkey wrench will do. Alright, so here's our pot. So we're going to take note of how it's connected and do the same with the new pot. Actually, instead of using pen and paper, we have technology. So I'm gonna take this iPad and take a picture of what's going on here. Cool, perfect. Alright, so heated up our soldering iron. Let's remove all of this crap here. Heating it up. Alright, so I don't have the patience. I'm just going to cut everything off here and here. So now we're going to strip the cables, and here's a really fun method of taking a lighter like this, and it just comes off like this. Yep. Oops. Alright, so this is the old one, this is the new one. Garbage quality. This is like $3 literally. So notice this thing is connected here with this connector cable. I don't have a connector cable like that, so I'm just going to take this little pedal and make it touch here. Done. Alright, let's put this thing in there. And guess what? It doesn't fit. What the fuck? Okay, so now this stupid pot does not even fit. I'm going to make this thing wider using the soldering iron. Let's try. And by the way, the this knob does not fit as well on top of it. Let's see. Nope, a little bit wider. Almost, I think. Yeah. Nope. Some more. Yep. Okay. Awesome. Finally. All right. Let me fit this knob somehow. I don't know how yet, but let me figure this out. All right. So now the fun starts. I'm going to solder these things as they were. The cables, the wires. Let's see. Here. Alright, and this goes here. Need to strip this wire some more. All right, let's start. All right, so I have my wireless and I plugged in the guitar cable in here. Let's see if it works. You hear that hum? Yay, it works. Cool, so I'm gonna put the screws back on and I can demo it. Now, all I need to do is get a proper knob for this. Success! Just one more thing, I decided to use an unconventional method. I have this old screwdriver bit and I'm trying to basically widen this so that it fits. Let's see if I can do it. Stand by. It almost fits. I'm gonna keep going. Oh, see? Oop. Fits. I'm going to here. I'll show you my method. Basically, I'm holding it with a monkey wrench like this. All right, and I'm using an electric drill to drill it out. Right. And I can't believe that it actually fits. Let me see. Freaking fits. There we go. Unbelievable. Okay. All right. So I made it fit. I'm going to put the screws back on and put the strings back on. so the pick guard is back on. I secured the volume knob with this hex key. Everything is good now. See, it stays in place. It works. Let's string the guitar. Alright, so I messed up. I put everything together, but this wire should be connected to the lug like this, not to the body. So I'm going to quickly solder it here. Sometimes, I don't know, sometimes some pots it's enough to attach it to the casing itself. Stand by. Lots of lovely noise. I think that's it. Let's try, instead of putting back every single screw, I'm going to just put it together and put on one string and see if it sounds good. I put on exactly one string and it sounds like a normal guitar. I have my distortion on. So, awesome, great success. Stand by. I will put all the other strings on and we'll give you a brief demo and share some lessons learned today. Alright, so the operation was a success. I'm all set up. So to summarize, what have I done on this guitar? I replaced the pot, the volume pot. Used to be a shitty 500K pot. I replaced it with a 250K. It's supposed to have a smoother kind of curve. In process of doing that, I had to widen the hole for the pot to fit, and also had to do some magic to make the actual knob fit. And I actually can't believe it, but it worked. So let's see. So what have I learned in this process? Number one, don't be drunk. Number two, make sure all your parts fit. In my case, I had to be inventive and make the hole for the pot bigger somehow. It worked. Also, the knob did not fit, so I had to use my drill and a bit from the screwdriver and make it work. So make sure everything fits. And most importantly, don't assemble everything fully until you're absolutely sure that everything works. In my case, I'm putting on all of these screws only to realize that one of the connections was loose. So I had to take everything off and test everything again. So let's hear how it sounds. I still like the pot better on my other Brian May guitar, but this is a lot better than what was here. It's a 250K pot. It's supposed to be a 500K pot, so it's got a smoother kind of curve to it. if I use my neck pickup, here's my clean sound. I have this little marker on my knob, so like this would be my regular clean sound. If I turn it up here, it becomes my distorted sound. Take a solo all the way up. I think it sounds better. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I want to clarify in terms of how the guitar feels now with the new knob, with the new volume knob. Basically, before everything was smooth, but it got dirty after, like, if you imagine a clock, right? It would get dirty after 1. So like on half to 1, it would be clean. After that, it would be just distorted. Now it's sort of like 3, but from 0 to 3 is basically silence. I don't know how to explain it. I wish it was just smoother. I don't know how these volume knobs are manufactured or what's the deal, but bottom line, this is definitely more solid and better than what I had before, but not exactly like my other Brian May guitar, which is just fantastic. That volume knob is just right. Smooth enough, you can clean it up, you can make it as distorted as you want, and there's no chance that you can accidentally mute your sound if you turn it down too much. Alright, that's it. Have a good night, or good morning, or good evening. Have a good day. Bye.